Hello, good morning, collective. Tarot Flow here to give you another daily collective message. Today I'm using the original Universal Weight Tarot. Oh, look at that, and the sun popped out. Something is guiding me to let you guys know, go back to what you know, go back to the original. Like, this tarot deck is the OG of the tarot. Like, something that is going to give you clarity about going back to what you know or going back to the original source. Maybe that's actually physically asking source for what you want. But it's something about that OG nostalgia that, like, is going to help get you where you want or give you the answer that you're looking for. So at this time, let's dive into the cards and see what they have to say for the collective today. If you feel like this message is going to resonate with you, please stick around. And if not, scroll away. Remember, all messages are timeless. Time is an illusion and energy is fluid. And be sure to please, please, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, Spirit, what is the collective message for today? Ooh. Okay, so we got two cards. Makes sense. So when I was saying about, going back to what you know, going back to the original source, something is, and I believe I brought that up already, maybe before the day, maybe yesterday or the day before, I had previously brought up that, like, if we're having memories of, like, wishing that we would have went back and changed something or said something or something like that, we might be given the opportunity to do that before this year closes out. Like, like a redo, standing up to someone, speaking your truth, saying exactly what you want to say. I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for us to be able to do that here before the end of the year. Now, your two cards, you got the Tower and you got the Queen of Swords. This is giving fuck off. And in an abrupt way. I'm just going to say it like that. There's a need for some of you guys to set a healthy boundary. The Queen of Swords can be a little bit hasty, but it's necessary. It's needed. This is Libra energy. This is integrity. She has the sword of truth, the Excalibur. She brings divine order, but she also don't take no shit from nobody either. She's the queen that you don't want to fucking cross. Now, with the Tower here, it makes it a little uncomfortable. It's like there's a need for you to bring clarity to a situation involving someone that is avoiding the truth or avoiding them learning a lesson, or even this could even be someone avoiding their karma. Okay. But at this time, there's going to be, a necessity for you to stand your ground and speak up, especially against people who are trying to bring this chaos against you. That could be spell work, that could just be sending you evil eye, or just talking bad about you in any way, shape, or form. You can go back and watch my video about witchcraft. I talked about that. People just having negative emotions and negative intention that is being directed your way is a form of witchcraft. But I do feel like there's a need for protection. I feel like there's also a need for you to stand your ground. I feel like you could be avoiding speaking the truth. Or, now this is two parts. You could either be avoiding sticking up for yourself or speaking your truth in some way, shape, or form. And then when you're in that situation again, all hell is going to break loose. Or the truth that you're speaking to someone doesn't want to take it at face value, and they are avoiding the lesson that they're trying to, that the universe is trying to make them learn from it. Or they're trying to avoid the truth, avoid being exposed, avoid taking accountability, avoid whatever it is that, I feel like this isn't your fault. I feel like this is someone else's fault, and they're thinking that they can get away with it until the Queen of Swords cuts in and shuts all that shit the fuck down. And it's giving you thought you had the last laugh. That's what I heard. So for a lot of you, there's going to be a need for you to close this cycle out and for you to stand on business. You're not to double down, like you're not to double back and, continue perpetuating a cycle where you're doing something over and over again. You're going to have to stand up and speak up and defend yourself in some way, shape, or form. And I'm also getting to that, like, because right now Mercury is in Sagittarius, this is cutthroat. Like, honesty is going to be brutal, speaking the truth. Some things people don't want to hear, like, and I feel like you might even ruin, like, I don't want to say ruin. I feel like you might bring a certain perspective to someone's reality that they weren't ready for. And the truth that you're bringing, you sticking up for yourself, standing up for yourself in any way, shape, or form, is bringing a tower moment to somebody. Somebody is needing to sit the fuck down and take accountability or think about what they did and how they did it and know that they are they're the culprits, or they're not going to get away with it. 2025 was the year of exposing narcissists, exposing toxic people for what they did and for who they actually are. Okay. So I feel like in this energy, as Mercury is in Sagittarius, there's going to be a lot of people speaking up truth. And especially around the holidays, family members get together around the holidays and it gets a little uncomfortable, and, someone could have been bullied by someone, or maybe that's a friend, a family member, or even a loved, like, your significant other. And you're about to stand up for yourself, whether you like it or not. Something is being called into action where you're not taking it anymore. And I totally resonate with that energy, especially for myself as a Libra rising. This is me. So allow yourself to tap into that energy a little more. I feel like if you are avoiding speaking up, I feel like you're going to cause a tower moment. You're going to crash out. You might spiral. You might snap out. The cops might get called. You might bust somebody's windows out. Allow yourself to be grounded and bring mental clarity to yourself before you speak up on a particular situation that is going to get a little rocky, is going to be uncomfortable to begin with. Allow yourself to, even if you can, create the safe space to even have the conversation in the first place. And if that person's not with it, you're going to have to defend yourself at all costs. And I'm not saying like danger or like harm is going to come your way. I'm just saying, like, this is the last stand. This is like, in Super Mario, this is your battle with King Koopa. Like, this is the last thing that you're going to have to face, that you're going to have to, the only way out is in, is what I'm hearing. So you're going to have to face it, stop avoiding it, and allow yourself to speak up or bring truth or clarity to a particular situation it's going to be the last time that you ever have to do that. And people won't fuck with you no more. People won't try to take advantage of you or manipulate you in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So yeah, that's the message for today. I hope that resonated with you. And if it did, please comment down below. I'm also leaving my email here if you are interested in getting a personal reading from me. And as always, please like, share, and follow for more. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.